Afternoon, all.
Good afternoon.
So I'm glad you attended this meeting today. I had addressed the memo there before for you to attend a meeting on the problem that is facing our learning institution here in Turkana. So the problem was poor internet connectivity affecting the learning here in Turkana. So I'll start by defining the problem that is affecting us. It's poor internet connectivity, which refers to slow, unstable, or unavailable internet access that disrupts the ability of students and trainers to engage in digital learning activities. Most of the time, we find our students find themselves in a situation whereby they cannot find access to internet when they want to study. So this is the problem we want to look at, that the students have tried to give us the problem that they are facing. So today we look at the alternative solutions that we can get to curb this problem. So I'd like you to contribute and give me solutions that you can get, or solutions that you came up with, or that you can come up with that can help us to curb this problem. So thank you. So we will start by one of you who can give us the first solution that we have.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madam, for coming up with this initiative. Actually, I've been having personally, I've been having very serious challenges with my students regarding this same issue we're discussing today.
Okay.
I've been giving out assignments; they are not being done, and most of the students are complaining that it's due to poor internet connectivity. And while we are discussing with them, most of them actually give me a solution. And this solution, they say that if we can schedule the online activities during off-peak hours, then it will be ideal for them, because we realize that during the peak hours, so many people are using the internet, and it is jamming up it affects the internet speed.
So to schedule?
We schedule the online activities during off-peak hours.
The online activities?
Yes.
During?
Off-peak hours.
Off-peak.
Yes.
So that one is very important, yeah, because off-peak hours we mean by the hours whereby the students are available and the availability is there. So I guess when you schedule them to those where they are available, they can be the internet can be possible for them at that particular moment. So thank you. Who else has a solution? Yeah.
I suggest we provide offline learning materials, and this will be printed handouts and textbooks, practical manuals, posters and charts, workbooks and assignments. These ones, if we use them, the learners will not be able to use internet, and this will curb this challenge.
So we said on
to provide offline learning materials.
Offline learning materials.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. This is where we can download maybe the materials that are necessary, and those materials are going to help us maybe to help the students to download whenever they are not, maybe they cannot stream on the online videos. So thank you. Which other solution can you get?
I came up with an alternative by upgrading the network infrastructure. So this is where we can improve the internet setup within the institution. For example, by installing stronger Wi-Fi routers or boosters, or maybe expanding the coverage across the classrooms and also the workshops.
Okay, so the point is
upgrade
upgrading
network infrastructure.
network infrastructure. So, and upgrading network infrastructure, she has explained very well about the solution that we can get about the infrastructure. So, thank you. Which other solution can we get?
The other solution is to partner with ISPS for better packages.
To partner
With ISPS
ISPS
for better packages.
for better.
Packages, for example,
Mhm.
partner with, say, for example, Vodacom, which is hosting Safaricom, can also partner with, say, for example, GTL Fiber,
Mm,
or for example, Starlink,
mhm,
or Zuku,
mhm,
or maybe Liquid,
mm,
or Starfinet. Then that by so doing, then of course you can look at the packages they offer, then you choose the best packages.
Yeah, yes.
Faster internet.
Explained very well on the partnership, on how we can maybe intermingle with them, and maybe we can also create a forum where we will discuss on the partnerships of the packages. So thank you for that. So who can give me a potential advantage that can be there under the scheduling on online viewing of peak hours?
Yes, one of the potential advantage for scheduling the online activities through off-peak hours is that we will have improved access to the network.
So there is improved
Access to the network.
access to the network.
Yes, because you realize that during that time there is no network congestion.
Yeah, that's true. So during the off-peak hours, this is when most of the people are not using that internet. So at that particular time, we get access to the network, and it can be very sufficient to our students. So thank you. I hope I give me under providing offline learning materials. What is the potential advantage?
I'd say the potential advantage is the materials are accessible without internet, and the students can learn anytime and anywhere.
So materials are accessible. So the materials are accessible to them during that offline. So at that particular time, you can create your own free time whereby you can access the materials easily. So what about upgrading network infrastructure?
So for that we can say it's upgrading network infrastructure can be so valuable for the long-term benefits. By once we have upgraded the network, the institution will benefit everyone for years with minimal maintenance. Yeah.
So it can be
For long-term benefits.
for long-term benefits. Long-term benefits whereby it serves for a long period of time. So what about partner with ISPS for better packages?
Now that partnership will provide us with the potential advantage of data affordability.
So here is whereby because you've partnered with them, you can afford whatever they are offering at that particular moment. So it is efficient for the students, whereby it makes it friendly to them, whereby you can afford it. So thank you. So we say it creates affordability. What we come to the disadvantages, and to schedule the online viewing of peak hours, what can be the disadvantage?
When I was looking at it, I thought about it, and the only disadvantage we could have there is interference with personal or the trainer's personal time or the student's schedule.
Okay.
Because most of these students are married. If the off-peak hours usually towards the evening, So most of them have been claiming that they have responsibilities.
So interference with the trainers,
With personal or student schedule.
with the schedule.
With personal or students schedule.
So wherever you try to create time, maybe it might interfere with the schedule that you have already maybe put into place. So it's a disadvantage. And providing offline learning materials.
Yeah, the disadvantage for that solution is that it requires extra effort to prepare and update.
Okay. So it requires extra effort to update. Yeah?
To prepare and update.
To prepare and update.
Yes.
So, whereby it's offline, maybe it's for the trainer, yeah?
Yes.
It can create a very it can be time consuming, whereby you get you don't have time to create the effort is whereby you don't have time, and also it takes up your energy, whereby you find yourself you cannot do it at the required time. So and upgrading network infrastructure, what can you say about the disadvantage?
I'd say it's expensive. It will take too much time to implement. Because upgrading infrastructure requires significant financial investment, and it may take up monthly internet packages, so it may not be that effective.
So yeah, because it's long term. So if it's long term, definitely it can take too much time to implement, because you want something that's not for a short period, for a long period of time. So it can be a disadvantage whereby you don't have enough time to implement it at the required time. So what about the partner with ISPS for better packages?
A key disadvantage of this solution could be it may require a long-term contract agreement with this particular ISPSs. And some of these agreements may be costly and expensive. So the issue here is require contracts agreements to be signed or to be performed. And some of them have both legal and cost implications.
So it requires contracts,
Agreements
agreements.
or admin involvement.
So this whereby the contract may take a long period of time, whereby you have already partnered, but now for it to implement it, it will take a long period of time.
And also may require legal involvement in terms of depending on the jurisdiction that the ISPS belongs, especially say for example Starlink or any other.
Yeah.
ISPS,
So thank you. And also when you try to make it legal, maybe the documents that are needed to be used at that particular time may take time to be produced. So it might take the argument may take a long period of time for it to be implemented. So thank you for that. So we come to the consequences that can be incurred when we tackle this problem. So what can be another solution? The scheduling of the online during off-peak hours. So what could be the consequences?
Improved access
Improved access.
during specific hours.
There's improved access during
specific hours.
During specific hours. So that's a consequence. Which other consequence can we get? And to provide offline, learning materials.
Encourages independent learning where the learners can learn anytime, anywhere.
So it encourages.
Independent learning.
This whereby anybody or anywhere, depending on the particular place you are in, you can learn independently because you have maybe for the videos I gave an example of the videos you've already downloaded it. Maybe you can learn at a particular time alone somewhere. What about upgrading network infrastructure?
We could have when a strong and stable internet, whereby once completed, the institution will function more effectively and efficiently in delivering modern and tech-based education.
So whereby the institutions can function
Effectively and efficiently.
effectively.
And efficiently.
Yeah, this because it's long term. Maybe the upgrading of the network infrastructure. I don't know if I'm right, whereby they have implemented them already. So the institution will function very well because it's already there. Yeah, because it has been used maybe by some people who have been there for the past period because it's for a long time. So the institution can use it effectively. And partner with ISPS for better packages. What could be the consequence?
This decision of that solution will lead to more consistent internet across across the institution.
The internet
Will be consistent.
will be consistent. Consistency is whereby it follows a certain whereby it doesn't miss, maybe sometimes it doesn't buffer. You find yourself, the internet is very readily available for the students. So what can be the best alternative solution that we can say amongst our solutions? What can be the best solution?
I think when I'm looking at what we have there, and based on the need for us to have these things as fast as possible, I will take the schedule, the first alternative and the second one, because it doesn't require any additional costs, and this is something that can be implemented immediately.
Okay, yeah, because if you look at upgrading network infrastructure, it's long term. So this you can get it might take a long period of time and can waste time whereby you really need to implement the actual internet maybe that you are supposed to use, but it cannot be implemented at that particular time whereby the learning is supposed to take place at that particular time. So, upgrading the infrastructure and also partnership, it may take a long period of time whereby we say there are agreements that are needed and legal involvement that is needed. So, we give the best alternative as our solution number one, which is to schedule the online
During off-peak hours.
during off hours. And the second one,
Provide offline.
provide offline learning materials. So thank you for your time. We'll make sure that the solutions that you've given are addressed to the school institution, whereby we'll put it into place for the learners to have a sufficient and efficient time during their learning. Thank you all.